Good morning. So we're going to use this guy to give us some twists, some turns, some side bending. A lot of it predominantly seated. So I'm going to show you my feet. So squeezing the legs together. Have the ball in between. So you're not pushing into it, it's just gently there. Float up through the crown of the head and just give the ball a little squeeze. Now just not like this, elbows are soft. Pulse. Now, what I want you to do is to start to move. So I'm just twisting to my right and pulsing the ball. Not a big twist, you'll see. Okay, just keep it nice and small. Keeping my hips nice and still. If you struggle sitting like this, roll your mat up or sit on a little stool. You could do this seated, you don't have to be like this. Maybe having your legs a bit wider, diamond legs. All is good. The goal is hips to stay still, okay? And connected. So this is the other thing. You want to keep this connection through here. Now, as I twist to my right this time, I'm going to not pulse anymore. My right leg is pushing that way. My left hand pushes into the ball more. And then I come back to center. Left leg pushes in. Right leg in. Right hand into the ball. So I've got this across here. Just play with it. Try it the other way. It doesn't work so well for the body. So we're trying to find cross patterns. Push in, because what that does is it helps to get the body talking to each other rather than lazy legs. Not so good. The pull of the legs helps you lift. Now we're going to go to the right. I've got my right leg pushing in, my left hand pushing in. Stretch the ball out, lift, center, down, twist, out, up, down, twist, out, up, down, twist, out, up, down. Okay, wasp is near my leg. Go away, thank you. Twist, out, up, down. Wasps want to do Pilates. I don't think they need it. Last one. And so that's just giving us a little bit of rotation through there. Pop the ball down to the side. Take this arm behind your head, because I want to really focus here. Again, right leg is pressing in, right hand push on the ball. And as I go, I just bend. Now left hip, poof, heavy. Look up, opens you up, and back in. Now I can roll the ball away a wee bit. And now if you think this bit, it's up in you, we sit like this a lot, yeah? This is beautiful, beautiful way to open up, and it's getting your abdominals working. So you go over, twist down, bring that elbow in, open up, and then now the ball is useful here because helps me drop into this armpit, because often the shoulder does this. If I push into the heel of my hand, it's a great way to not let that happen. Looking up, looking down, twist, opening out and in, gracefully transition the arm, hand behind, over, just over to start off with, just a nice little So right now, with me being able to see myself, I'm trying to keep everything facing the camera. If I was this way, I'm trying not to lean forward or back. So I'm really doing a side bend. Now, because I'm going left, if you remember, my left leg is pushing in, pressing into the ball. Right hip staying heavy. Now I'm going to twist, open, and there. So over to the side bend, rotate it down, rotate it up, and release. Again, really lift up through this top elbow, gives you a big stretch through here, more opposition through that hip. Twisting and turning, massively good for our spines and through all your abdominals. I'm starting to lose my lift, so I'm going to do one more. Now, wider legs. Again, please, you might need to sit up on something. Flexed feet, ball again on the right. Let's have a strong arm this time. It rolls towards my foot. I'm going to look at my foot, touch it if I can, or if not, I might just get to my knee, open out, and I'm going to look that way. So roll, a tap, open, and in. So there's a lot of freedom of movement coming through here right now. Again, I'm doing my utmost to not let this part of me do the movement. Okay, because that way it's all in my spine. And that's my goal a little bit for the day. Now, rhythmic gymnastics moment. Reach across, tap, open, tap. Now what you often find is when you switch sides, one side was, one side goes, this is my slightly grumpier side, if I put it that way. So I have to make more effort to keep this down, push into the ball and reach away. So I get this really beautiful stretch coming through there. And I'm hoping if you are following this that you just go, beautiful flow. When you stand after these things, truly you feel a lot taller and open. Bringing the ball in front. If you're more flexible, take your legs wider. If not, please bring them in. Push into the ball and you just literally roll the ball, smile sweetly. Now when you go up back in, drop your head, round your back off and roll up. So chest up, press in. So if I show you from the side on this one, they've got arch back, extension, flexion. So as you're coming forward, what you actually get is a little bit of a stretch through your hamstrings. Try not to drop, I'm keeping lifted. Now the nice thing here, if I do one side, now for me it makes sense if I turn my palm up and reach, turn my palm down and come back. So I'm still going down the midline, I'm not on a twist. I'm twisted, but I'm not over to one side. Changing sides. It's interesting how my hand just wants to do that, to be honest. It wasn't planned. It just kind of went, just makes sense. And this is the amazing thing with the body. So much makes sense. Let's just go one more go. And bring that arm down, bring the legs together, take the ball and you pop it underneath your ribs. So I'm going to keep you up on your elbow here. Have your legs in line with the body there, hand behind. So you give the ball some space. You'll come up and down. So I'm using this forearm. So I am a little light on the ball there. Now I'm in the ball, but I'm keeping this long and this lifted. So to add a little bit more side movement, I'm looking down there, I come up, and I think elbow to knee. You can see I get this scrunched in feeling. That leg I want to put behind, because when I'm there I get more long line opening. For me this is a breath in, I could reach that arm for more stretch. Whee, breath out. Now this leg also has to work hard to push down. Breathe in, reach. Look, I can roll that ball. Breathe out, I'm rolling the ball towards you a wee bit. Rolling the ball away from you. Rolling the ball towards you. Again, beautiful move. I'm getting a lot of movement through here, scrunching my waist. Now I'm getting my hip joint going, which also feels wonderful. So one more go. Reach. And then to transition, elbow down, up and over, and you'll see my back. So long legs to begin with. Just get the feeling for how this part of you moves. Then head often drops forward, so just keep it pulled back slightly. And I go over, as I come in, that comes up, that tapped back, I reached. Now if you want to stay with this variation here, perfectly fine. If you just want to stay with this one and not do the extra reach, also. Your workout, your body feels different. Whee! Every single day. Some days are amazingly good days, and some days aren't. And you just work with that. This side for me is not so tight, just to come out of that shoulder. My right side was definitely tighter, and it's just cool. I noticed that. I go, oh, I know I need to stretch out that right thigh. Last one. Take your ball, lift up, swivel round, and just pop it on your legs. Flex your feet, ball in front. Drop your head and just roll the ball. Now you may get here. Great, you're going to get a back stretch if you're big and rounded. If you can go further, you do. If you can go over your toes, you can push and pull into the ball. So I get this glorious stretch here. Now even if you're here, you're still going to get stretched. Now again, lift the chest. So it's what we did when we were wide-legged. But now if you see, I'm rolling back a little bit more here. again, I can still do it here. It's a lot more stretch. It depends on, again, where your body's at. Last one. Coming around. Now my left hand is on the floor, so I'm going to turn it just a little bit in towards the center. Right hand underneath there, long spine. You can take your legs wide. Let's not worry too much about them. We're still thinking spine. You reach and twist through the ball. Now again, the ball rolls, so it's beautiful to roll through. Back up to center. I like this hand tendon because it simply gives my shoulder a bit more space. Try that hand up, press on the ball, palm down, press on the ball. So much is about what works for you. So I do encourage you to try that. Keeping the hips still will be one thing. If I keep that and rock forward and back, I get another stretch through my shoulder, which desk working often needs. I'm going to go one more, then change my arm. Whee! So I roll it through. Looking forward a little bit changes how much I get extension there. Roll under. Oh, just feels good. Twisting always feels good. And then this one, I'm going to hold that reach, sit back a little bit, shift forward, shift back. Oh God, that feels so glorious around my left shoulder blade. Okay, just take that ball, hold it between your knees just so it doesn't roll away, basically. Let's come into a cat stretch. As I said on other videos, if you've watched them, we want to finish with symmetrical moves, so which is cat stretches. Breathe in there. Breathe out there. And you can just sit back and go, oh, how good does that feel?